How's your week going? Mine's been really, really productive. The list as long as your arm of things I've had to get done. And now I've got to do this video as well. Can't wait actually. This week's topic, accountability. Let's get started. Hi, this is Simon Phillips. This week's episode, all about accountability, reminds me of that fantastic little story about four people in a room. There was everybody, there was somebody, there was anybody, and there was nobody. And basically, on his way into the room, everybody fell over a box. Good job though, because he knew that somebody would pick it up and avoid anybody else falling over it. But when somebody came in the room, they thought, anybody could do that, it's not my job, and they sat down. As a result, when anybody walked into the room, they nearly fell over the box too. But they were thinking, hold on, somebody should have picked that box up. Why is that still there? And they were so annoyed and frustrated, they thought, well, I'm not doing it, and they went and sat down. You see, it wasn't until nobody came into the room that the job got done. The moral of the story is, nobody ever gets around to doing things if someone, somebody, anybody, everybody, if someone doesn't take responsibility, the job won't get done. But I want to start by talking about the relationship between responsibility and accountability. What is the difference? Surely if I'm responsible, I'm accountable. Is that not the way it goes? Well, it's not quite. But the difference isn't so big that we have to overly worry about it. Basically, if I'm responsible for something, I'm internally driven to get that done. It's something that is solely down to me, if you like. I'm the only one who could be responsible for it. Accountability might have been given to me. So the person responsible for getting that box picked up, for example, may have asked me, delegated it to me, to hold myself accountable to get that box picked up. And as a result, accountability becomes externally driven. And there's a little opportunity in there that we're going to explore later in this conversation, where we start to see how we can build up the pressure on ourselves, if you like, to get things done even when we don't feel like it. You see, if we engage with this notion of accountability, it can become the foundation of our self-esteem. And the way we can do that is to remember that accountability is externally driven. So how do we do that if it's only just us in the room? Well, you may recall a song by Michael Jackson called Man in the Mirror. And basically, the person in the mirror is holding us accountable. That's the person that we're looking to and looking back at us saying, have you done it yet? Have you started that exercise? Have you thought about the food that you're putting in your body? Have you got the job done yet? If we're looking at that person in the mirror and asking them to make the change, then they're actually able to hold ourselves accountable. I'm sure I mixed up all my theys and he's and she's and I's there, but anyway, you get the idea. By looking in the mirror, we can hold ourselves accountable, because if we can look back at that person in the mirror, in the eye, and say, do you know what? I've done it. I've done what I said I would do. Our self-esteem starts to build, literally just one strange conversation with yourself at a time. You see, integrity is literally just doing what you said you would do. So even if it's a deal that we've made with yourself, and you stick to it, you stick to your habits, you make them a routine part of your life that is just, mind-blowing in terms of the potential impact it can have on you. We've stuck to our word. We can start to build up a sense of our own self-esteem and feel that the things that we commit to are things that we're absolutely determined to make happen. And the reason why this is so important is because it starts to impact on how other people see you. If you are someone that's true to your word, if you're someone with integrity, someone that can look himself in the eye in the mirror and feel like they're keeping their commitments. And if you get a reputation for being reliable, people will start to trust you and people will start to respect you, because you're that person that gets things done. You're that person that if you do commit to something, you will go all out to make it happen. Pretty soon, you'll be the person that others look to for leadership. Leadership really is just engendering trust in others so that they feel like they can rely on you. They can take you at your word, that if you say something, you'll follow through, and that you will help them and support them in whatever they're doing, because you've proven it time after time after time. So not only does your own self-esteem rise, but your reputation in the eyes of other people rises with it. Now, the great thing is there's an other benefit about this, which is the more you can believe in yourself, the more belief you actually have in other people. Now, let me explain how that works. You see, when we start out on this journey and we make micro commitments maybe, and we fulfill them, or maybe we've had a history of not really doing what we said we'd do. Maybe we were one of those kids that started something and gave up really easily. Well, once we get past that and recognise that that's just a thought process, it's just something that we viewed in a skewed way, and maybe we can commit to something and deliver it. We start to recognise that, well, I'm nothing special, so if I can do it, anyone can do it. And that's where our faith in others stems from. It's that knowledge that it is possible because I've done it. And if I've done it, you can do it. And so really, this is all about flipping it over and recognizing that through building our own self-esteem, we'll actually increase our faith in other people too. And once we've got to that point, we'll be able to assign tasks to others. We'll be able to delegate confidently in the knowledge that that person that we're giving accountability to will deliver. We have faith in them and they will sense that, and it will enable them to act confidently. And all of this leads to the formation of really strong teams. So we've been looking at all of this from a personal perspective or an individual's perspective, but if I'm feeling confident in my own ability to deliver, and that ripples out into a confidence and a belief in others being able to hold themselves accountable and deliver when they're committing to something, that sort of mutual accountability starts to grow when we pull a team together. And that's how you build really strong teams. You believe in the other people. You believe in their ability to be accountable. And that reassures you, if you're the responsible person for the results and the outcomes, you can do that in an assured way because you've built this team that loves the idea of being mutually accountable. And so we've gone from a story of a dysfunctional team, if you like, of everybody, somebody, anybody and nobody. We've gone from that to a team that's really effective, a team that's based on every individual being able to look themselves in the eye in the morning and say, you've got this. I believe that you'll get this done. And that's my message for you as we finish this week. I believe in whatever you've said you're going to do, that you'll get it done this week. So go out there and smash it. But before you do that, smash the like button and subscribe so I can see you back here again next week. Have a fantastic week. See you soon.